After you have set up the oscillators and the volume envelope, the sound is then passed through a multi-mode filter. The 6 filters that you can choose from are low pass, high pass, band pass, low pass fat, low pass and notch, and double notch filters. With the exception of the low pass and notch and the double notch filter, these are 4-pole filters. You can alter the cutoff frequency and the resonance with these controls, and the cutoff frequency can be further modulated by using the second ADSR envelope over here. This envelope can be linked to the amplitude envelope by activating this control here. The first deviation from the original Wasp can be found here also. The keyboard tracking control now takes the form of a dial control instead of a simple on-off switch. This gives more control over the strength of the keyboard tracking. Just like the original Wasp, there are also 2 low frequency oscillators, and these have access to the same waveforms as well as the same strength and speed controls. Synchronization with your host tempo is also possible by activating this control. And you also have the choice of having Wasp XT's low frequency oscillators run in either free mode or retrigger mode. Wasp XT also includes an additional 2 sections that were not present in the original Wasp. A 5th modulation option is included, and this modulation option has 3 controls: attack, decay and amount, and it can be targeted to up to 4 destinations. It can modulate the pulse width, low frequency oscillator 1's modulation amount, the oscillator 1 volume and the oscillator 2 tuning. The second new section is the velocity section, and this allows the velocity of an incoming MIDI note to change the strength of the volume envelope and filter cutoff envelope. Increasing the corresponding control will mean that the volume envelope will have a stronger effect as the velocity increases. Similarly, adjusting the filter control will mean that the velocity of the note will have an effect on the strength of the filter envelope. After all of this has been processed, the sound is then passed through a drive section. This has 2 controls and an on-off switch. The distortion can be increased using this control, and the tone of the distortion can be adjusted as well. This concludes the tutorial on Wasp XT.